Hello everyone, and welcome to Yoshi 1 Kenobi's Thwart the Grave Titanoth Rex deck. In this deck, we play Thwart the Grave. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature in your party. Then you return a creature from your graveyard to the battlefield, and an extra creature, as long as that extra creature is a cleric, rogue, warrior, or wizard. So that's a 6 mana reanimation spell, and 6 mana is a little expensive. 5 is kind of the de facto standard for that. But if you have 1 creature in your party in the battlefield, then it becomes a super reanimator spell, because you can get 2 creatures to the battlefield. So let's look at what's the prime creature that we want to send to the graveyard, and the prime creature is the primeval champion, Godzilla! And so we throw Godzilla in the graveyard by cycling it. So we pay 2 mana, get 11/11 in our graveyard that we'll get to revive by paying 5 or maybe even 4, or if we're really lucky, 3 mana with Thwart the Grave. And we'll get a bonus creature off of it. So the rest of our creatures are party creatures. We're playing Drana, the last Bloodchief, because it's an expensive vampire, and getting a Godzilla and a Drana, which will in turn give us more creatures from the graveyard with Drana's ability, is just really fun. Then to go back with our reanimation team, we're also playing Nullpriest of Oblivion. If we get to kick it, for 6 mana we get a 2/1 menace lifelink creature that can bring back Godzilla. As the rest of our curve, we're playing Chevill because it's a rogue. We're playing Tajuru Paragon because it's everything, and so it's gonna help us to reduce the cost of Thwart the Grave towards that 4 mana, which is what we want. Playing Nighthawk Scavenger, an undervalued card that's just very powerful if you can get it as a 4/3 flying death touch lifelink. So many keywords, it's competing with Questing Beast. Very strong card, and also it's a rogue, so it fits perfectly in our revive powerful rogues that will help reduce the cost of Thwart the Grave. Playing Rankle, another powerful rogue. And the rest of our suite is removal: 3 Bloodchief Thirst, 3 Eliminates, 2 Heartless Acts, and we're also playing a pair of Agadeem's Awakening because they're almost free, and since we're going to be reanimating stuff, we might as well reanimate in style. Now if we get to 13 mana, we get to revive Godzilla with Agadeem's Awakening. Not gonna happen, but still, it's nice to dream sometimes. Without further ado, let's see this deck in action in some games with real opponents. We are playing Thwart the Grave Titanoth Rex in MTG Arena Standard against Soldier Ryan. Soldier Ian or Soldi Ryan. I guess that's what our opponent wants us to think about, instead of thinking about our opening hand, which we will keep. We are playing against rogues. So let's scry a card that does not matter, because it's going to get milled. On the bright side, it means that if we get to cast the Nullpriest of Oblivion, we'll get our pick of whatever we want. We want to pressure with Tajuru here. Opponent only has blue available, so they can't counter. I think we'll pressure with Tajuru. The one-man party card. What do you do, rogue's opponent? Apart from milling me over and over. Alright. I don't think there's anything scary that our opponent could play. Let's play the land. Attack with the Paragon. Get Nighthawk Scavenger countered. Okay. Resolves. Guild Enforcer. All the removals hitting the bin. Sorry, Thought Thief. And mill continues. Eliminates the Scavenger. And it'll take 4. Let's attack with Tajuru. I don't think he'll want to trade with the Tatif. Let's go with another Scavenger. Didn't hit any big dinos yet. So let's try to hit it. Bloodchief's Thirst. Alright, our opponent really does. Alright. Big dino. That's the way I like it. I would like to thank you, opponent, for milling our big dino. Because we get the targeted creature card. Which is going to be Godzilla. And then a rogue or a cleric. It's either going to be a Rankle or Nighthawk Scavenger. I think Scavenger, because we're losing the race right now. How's that for value? 4 mana for an 11/11 trample and a 3/3 flying lifelink death touch. Surprise! I need to find a good emote, although it's starting to be a little late. Yes, loving it. If we hit another land, then we can start reviving more Godzillas. Well, probably more Nighthawk Scavengers. I'm guessing the opponent doesn't have a removal spell. Soaring Tati. More Godzillas. Nothing else for 4. We will take the double trade. Such a shame trading a 9 mana 11/11 trample for a 1 mana creature. Ooh, Agadeems. Oh, we're gonna pay. Paid alive. Swing for 3. And kick it. Actually, let's go with the Godzilla. Because next turn we get to bring back a Rankle with the other Nullpriest. And an 11/11 trample and a 2/1 menace are pretty good at dealing damage. Yeah, bring on the Death Toucher. Takes damage. Alright, so opponent has virtually 11 life. That's 11 points of damage minus 7. So opponent is virtually at 7. That's 5. Take Rankle's game. Rankle. And that's how you play Reanimator. Alright. Thank you, Rogues, for milling all the stuff that we wanted to revive. We are playing Thwart the Grave, Titanoth Rex against Dillo. Armadillo. Alright, we have our colors. We have a Thwart the Grave, removal, pair creatures. It's decent. Just missing a big dino. Yeah, that's not sticking. It's not optimal. I didn't want to leave that on the battlefield. That is okay on the other hand. It's annoying. But we have Nighthawk Scavengers. And Death Touch will be any number of counters you put on that thing. Swing for 3. I'll take it. Ooh, dino. That's yummy. Let's play the defensive card. Nighthawk Scavenger. As long as it doesn't get exiled, should be okay. Boss 3.
I will face this trial with courage.
Boss 3 is annoying.
My sand will protect
Because that thing is indestructible now. Yes, I will trade. Take a bit of damage to do so. Oh, that's good. We get to cycle. And we get to eliminate. Eliminating boss 3 is tempting too, but our life total is dwindling. Hollow Blade. Guide better. Okay. We'll get a Titanoth Rex before boss 3 ultimates. Which is pretty much all we can hope for. Don't want to kick Tajuru. It's risky. I really want to make sure to play Thwart the Grave next turn. And I did not want to draw that forest. So even if Tajuru dies, we still get a Thwart the Grave. We bring back Titanoth Rex. Oh no, Basri does get the ultimate. Alright, that complicates things. Take the damage. Because I want to swing at boss 3. Don't really want to let you ultimate, my man. Oh, we might still be able to get out of there. Get to play Defeat the Juju, Thwart the Grave, choose Godzilla, and pick up a Nighthawk Scavenger. Yeah, you read that right. I get both of them. And you get a boss 3 ult. This is gonna be tight.
We will be found worthy together.
Alright.
Together we are a crop.
You get another boss 3.
As one. I trust in your abilities. God's word grows our cause.
You're still smaller than the Godzilla. And you have no way to give it trample. Timber Symbiosis is pretty good. Shall we spin the wheel first or after the attacks? If I attack with everything to you, the opponent has Fairy Guide Letter and the token to counter. That's 7 points of damage, 8 with boss 3, but we'll have lifelink 3 from the Scavenger. Let's play it first anyways. Top 7. What do we hit? Another Godzilla or Drana? I think we go Godzilla. Well, you're attacking. You're attacking, and yeah. All to you. Boss 3 is not my biggest concern. Losing the game is my biggest concern.
victory.
5, 8, 9, 10. That's a shame. Ah! We lose with Exaxes. So close. That was a good game. Almost went through a Basri halt. Almost. We are playing Thwart the Grave, Titanoth Rex against Babe Lincoln. Alright, this looks decent, so let's keep this. Alright, so the plan is to play a bunch of Tajuru Paragons. Yeah, that's pretty much a plan. Hope we draw our Thwart the Grave. Cast it for cheap, and maybe a dino in the middle of this. Opponent is playing Yorion, so we're in for a long game. What flavor of Yorion remains to be seen. Opponent's taking its sweet time, pondering about all the possibilities, mostly deciding whether they're going to be playing an island or an island. Nope, we have enough lands. Alright, Dimir Control, S for Esper. Probably Esper. Yeah, Dimir Control or Esper Doom are likely scenarios off of a Temple of the Seat. But it could be deceiving. Could always be Grixis Rogues Yorion. That'd be fun. I'm not sure why you play Yorion and Grixis Rogues. Or why you play Grixis Rogues. But that's a different question. So Esper Doom it is. Alright. So that means our opponent is playing some levels of board wipes. Starting on turn 4. So I'll take the opportunity to swing for a bit of damage in the meantime. If we don't have anything on turn 4, not even a Castle Lockbane activation, which is going to be problematic. Oh. Yeah, it's probably just a tap blue-white land. Sets up our Castle Lockbane. That's something. Opponent probably going to flash an Omen of the Sea and then Doom Foretold Dust. That is what I'd expect. But then again, there's nothing we can do about it. So we're just going to attack blindly with the Elf Cleric Rogue Warrior Wizards. Take that. Can you take the beating of the Elf Warrior Rogue Wizards Warriors? No, just one. The other one got Heartless Acted. And we're getting Doom Foretold. But if I say that we're going to get Doom Foretold, does that count as the foretelling of the Doom? Skyclave Apparition. It's actually a little worse. Oh well. Drana, the last Bloodchief. Can't Skyclave Apparition this. Probably a million different types of removal spells, but not Skyclave Apparition. 2 black sources, 2 blue sources, 3 white sources. Our opponent's all set up mana-wise as an Esper control. Keeps on reading Drana, which means that Drana's going to the graveyard pretty soon. Attack us for 2, we will block. Sensing a Shatter the Sky. Yeah, I probably should not have blocked. if I'm anticipating Shatter. Extinction event. Okay. Godzilla. Godzilla. We are going to cycle it. We are going to Chevill. And we're going to give Trample to our 2-2. Heartless Act is decent. As long as our opponent plays some creatures. We know there's Yorion, but Yorion's not coming down this turn. At least not this Yorion. Which makes Chevill not that great. Alright, Chevill goes down. Our turn again. Well, it's a bit of a shame, but we're gonna play this as a land. Otherwise it's gonna get exiled. I don't think our opponent cares about the Heartless Act. But that's what they're gonna have to pick. With Elspeth's Nightmare. Selling our graveyards also bothersome. +2. Opponent cannot Yorion this turn. Which means that Elspeth's Nightmare is going to go down. Okay. Unless they actually hard Yorion. Which means our graveyard's going to stick. Gotta think of the positives. Academes. We get Academe for 4. So we hit the Juju and the Scavenger. Alright, well, it's better than nothing. One, two, three, 4. And you come back. Let's have a negate. Come on. Where's the come on button? I guess that's the closest thing. Well, I guess it's a control deck. Had to be expected. Oh boy. Alright. What am I hoping to draw here? I think I'm hoping to cast a Lockbane into something. Alright. Elspeth's Nightmares resolve. We lose our graveyard. We're not quite dead. Not looking great, not gonna lie. I've been in a better position in multiple games. Oh, that'll kill an angel. That is convenient. I'm not gonna lie. Let's bring back an 11/11 and kill off an angel. You don't have enough power to block, even with Yorion. You need the appropriate removal spell, which is Heartless Act, or an extinction event, because that thing's odd. Okay, looks like the opponent needs to chump with Yorion. Maybe just playing an 11/11 is good enough. Alright, let the chumping begin. Last turn. I'll take 4. Extinction event. Alright. That works. Take you down to 5. Eliminate. I'll keep us in the game. Fortunately, we have nothing to revive. Actually, let's shock with Castle Lockvein in case we hit something like this. Ooh. Yeah, I think we want the pressure. Opponent's not playing many creatures. I might regret this. Because kicking it to Tajuru Paragon and hitting a Rankle would have been pretty sweet. One can gain 3 life off of this. You have some pressure. This is close. Well, it's not 1 life close, because there's 3 life off of this, but it's close. And I can't cast a Lockvein because I don't have enough life. Get you to 1. Again. Scry. Yes, I do want that. Do I want to eliminate the Tajuru, cast a Lockvein? No, I don't have enough to Thwart the Grave. Would be a funny sequence though. Looks like our Tajuru Paragon gets there. Okay. So, killing off the Yorion by combat and drawing into the Tajuru Paragon with the Castle Lockvein was enough to get us through the victory line to win this game against Esper Control. We are playing Thwart the Grave, Titanoth Rex on MTG Arena Standard. And our opponent is New Age. So I'm assuming that's like a green opponent playing positive attitude green creatures like flowers and stuff. New Agey. Let's get back to the game. Chevill, Bloodchief's Thirst. I like it. 3 lands. Thwart the Grave. We're set up. More keywords. And now our opponent is playing blue, which makes half of the hand useless, but that's okay. Let's send that to the bottom. Opt. Interesting. Blue decks that play Opt are typically Izzet spells. Wasn't expecting that. Yeah, Chevill's 3 toughness. Scorching Dragon fires Bane. Otherwise, if it's a Bone Crusher Giant, then we're good. Izzet spell would be playing Scorching Dragon fires and Bone Crusher Giants. So I guess it's a flip a coin. Or flip this sword, which is kind of scary. Okay. Frantic Inventory. Draw card. Okay, opponent's playing Mill. Which is quite interesting, considering we have Nullpriest and Thwart the Grave. And enough lands to cast it. Alright, Nighthawk Scavenger. That's a good piece in the graveyard. Let's cast the Nullpriest. So you have the option to Thwart the Grave on turn 3. The Tajuru Paragon. I'm not sure if it's enough. We really want like a big dino. So we have to be careful about counter magic. Except that the opponent main faces the Frantic Inventory. Get another Scavenger and a Godzilla. So opponent needs exactly negate or they're in fairly big trouble. And I'll keep the Agademes. So I might get to cast that. Thwart the Grave. Godzilla. And Nighthawk Scavenger. No negate, no negate, no negate. Because blue needs Brazen Borrower to deal with Godzilla. The red board wipes aren't actual board wipes. Deal 4 to everything. It's not good enough. And yeah, that's rough to deal with as a blue-red player. Thankfully for us, because we're on the other side of the table. Virtual table. What are you going to do now? Resign? I hope so, because we don't really have that much other things to do. And we get to kick it to Tajuru Paragon next turn. That's something. Opponent's thinking. So it turns out that this deck's actually very powerful when the opponent mills exactly what you need. And you can play a turn 4 Thwart the Grave. Not only is it a turn 4 revive 1 creature, but it's a turn 4 revive 2 creatures. Some restriction on one of the 2 creatures, but whatever. When you're playing a party, doesn't matter. Opponent is digging, opponent is milling, and opponent is dying. Thanks to our Godzilla. Godzilla! Primeval champion. Alright, tap land. Passing the turn back. Pretty much have to bounce Godzilla. Otherwise, you're almost dead on the spot. Fire Prophecy, sure. Not that I could really do anything about it. I mean, I could Heartless Act the Nighthawk Scavenger, which doesn't really help me. Ooh, a Rankle. That could come in handy with Agademes. To the Royal. Alright. You get to bounce it. We still have a game. I was talking about Brazen Borrowers. That's a close imitation. We need lands. And we need pressure. So we're going to go for the pressure move. And I hope that our opponent does not have Storm's Wrath. Because that would be a shame. Now I'm disappointed. The opponent managed to deal with our full board. Scry first. Rankle. I do want a Rankle. Uh-oh. Okay. Opponent did not have a draw spell. Thirst for meaning. Hey, the opponent had exactly what they needed to get out of this. It's going to be hard to come back from this. Mostly because our removal spells are dead cards. And we're almost milled. I just saw, I think, the third Thwart the Grave hit the grave. 1, 2. Oh, go Rankle. I believe in you, pal. Rogue Master Extraordinaire, Master of Pranks. To the Royal. Alright. 17 cards, and we just lost our last Thwart the Grave. Should we make that 9 cards? And I can't make both players draw a card. I'm gonna mill myself faster. Actually, I might just be milled out of this. Pure Izzet control. Scaling us with just 1 Teferi's Tutelage. We are not set up to fight this. Although we did set up a fairly impressive board. Guess I can make both players discard a card, since I have so many dead ones. Alright, Rankle. Here we go again. No way this connects. Almost no way. Okay. Each player discards a card. Ugh. I think we're dead. That's 6. Discard Bloodchief's Thirst. If the opponent has anything that draws a card, we lose the game. Nullpriest. Sure. See, it's impossible for me to draw a Nullpriest. Oh, I'm drawing a forest. Alright. No. We had such a powerful board. But the opponent had the right answers. And apparently I should have kicked the Tajuru Paragon. And now I'm gonna pay for it by losing this game. Well, on to the next one. That was close and we got to do our thing. So I'm glad for that at least. We are playing Thwart the Grave Titanoth Rex in MTG Arena Standard against Glenn. That's a lot of black sources, no green, and a Chevill. I think we will keep anyways. I have a turn 2 and a turn 3 play. Forest is good, as long as you don't keep on drawing a bunch of green stuff without forests. That would be bad. One cracks the Fabled Passage, as we discover that they are playing green. Alright. So at least 2 colors green, so that means Gruul or Teamer. Or mono green with Fabled Passages, I guess. Ooh, that's nice. I'm gonna Bloodthirst that. I think I want a Nighthawk first. Just for the sake of mana efficiency. Nighthawk Scavenger. Using the cover of an eclipse to come down on the opponent. Not sure what it does when there is no eclipse. Probably just jumps off a cliff anyways and tries to assassinate the opponent. Okay, his opponent's playing Gruul. Gruul Fiend Artisan. Which is interesting. We will Bloodchief Stirs the Fiend Artisan. Boosting our Nighthawk Scavenger. Let's play the 2/2 Lifelinker for pressure. And swing for 4 lifelink. That's an interesting Gruul list. Oh, Gruul Scutesworn. Opponent summons a bunch of 1/1s. We will of course have to decimate that Skewed Swarm before it becomes too dangerous. So let's think about this. If we attack with the Scavenger, that's 4, opponent goes down to 12. If we play the other one, we still have a 2-turn clock. Yeah, you have to kill the Skewed Swarm. Exponentials are just too good. Oh, okay. If that's the way you want to play it, protect the Skewed Swarm. And our game plan is going to be fly in the air. Well, I guess if I Nighthawk Scavenger and then I had a Rankle, might have been able to finish it this turn. Can't kill the Gargaroth. Which is a problem. That lack of land is disturbing. Let's go with a second Scavenger. Mostly because it's mana efficient again. Nighthawk Scavengers are doing some fairly good work. Oh boy. Yeah. There goes Nullpriest. And we'll be pinged for 1. And we are in deep trouble now. Oh, he's swing. Oh wow, the beast kills the Scavenger. Alright. You got it. You got it, opponent. That's a cool deck. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe. It won't cost you any mana, and it greatly helps to support this channel and keep the awesome videos coming. Until next time, may the fun be with you.